how achieving your goals, either fitness or otherwise, takes being in the right state of mind. And if you need a roadmap for that, we have just the person here to help you out. Let's welcome Dr. Angela Thomas. She is the author of a book called Bullets, Babies, and Boardrooms. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, first off, I have to ask, because I know the viewers are thinking it, what is with the title and what's the story behind the book?
Well, you have to remember the tagline, Success Secrets from a Teenage Mother. And the goal was to share my journey. So I had my son when I was 16 years old. But 3 years ahead of that, my mother was shot 5 times in her stomach by a hitman. She lived to survive.
Oh my goodness.
And so it's a story of success through the lens of mindset, resilience, and action, where it was through my mother's journey, through the bullets, that I learned the importance of mindset.
Right.
The power of choices. You have a choice on how you navigate life most times. And then so when I found myself pregnant, after a lot of bad decisions that I made in high school, I made the choice that I didn't have to let my journey look like the typical journey of a teenage mother. And so it took a lot of resilience to do that. And so I call it the baby's phase. And then after seeing a lot of success, I have 4 degrees now. I raised my son while I was in college. And so I learned a lot of action, good actionable tips. So that's what it's about. It's mindset, resilience, and action through the lens of 3 pivotal stages of my life: the bullets, the babies, and the boardrooms.
I absolutely love that, first of all. And second of all, raising a son while you're in college. Yeah. Bravo. I'm not in college, and my son is a wildebeest. He's crazy. Now, what made you decide to write the book?
So once I got my bachelor's degree, a lot of people started asking, well, how did you do it? How did you do it? How did you do it?
Right.
And so I just, it took me a while to try to figure out the answers to that. And the more I saw success, the more consistent things I was doing, I was able to put to language. And so it really is a love language back to my community of how no matter what you're facing, most people aren't facing teenage pregnancy, but some have goals like weight loss. Some have goals like overcoming other trauma in their lives, other situations. And so through the lens of my story, I've just decided, I was like, well, let me give this back. I've learned a lot. There's a lot of tips that work for me even today. And so why not share it with the community?
So it's not just for teen parents?
Oh, absolutely not. I would say it's actually for most people who aren't. Yeah. And it's, you know, I walk people through an acronym, if you would. So mindset is all about having the goods. Some of those are goal-oriented dreams, optimism, open-mindedness, determination, sustainable determination, spirituality. And then babies is about the bounce. You know, how do you bounce back? How do you have resilience? And so there's a whole acronym that goes with that. And then action is all about the proper results. How do you get results? So I walk people step by step on how to do certain things to that. So it doesn't have to be for folks who are teen mothers at all or teen parents at all. You just might want to get that next promotion at your job. You'll get some great tips, especially from the boardrooms phase. So
you are such an inspiration. If someone watching has a dream or a goal, what would be one major tip that you would give them to get them started on the right path?
I would say own where you are. Own your situation, own your current state. But then also find a model of your desired state, and then figure out what are some things that need to be in place to get to that desired state. Look for different mentors, and it doesn't have to be people you know. I go over that in the book. Find people you don't know. Social media, the internet, the Audible is full of examples of people who are and have been where you're trying to go.
Definitely.
And then figure out how to overcome the obstacles in your life. But if you're not real with where you are, you won't forge a path that's realistic to get there.
I love that, and I cannot wait to read your book. Where can people find more information about both the book and yourself?
They can go to angeladthomas.com. The book is available on all Amazon platforms, even on Audible. I read it myself. And you can also get an autographed version of the book by going to angeladthomas.com.
Amazing. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
joining us
Ashley.
today, and your story is just fantastic.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.